Welcome back to the channel. We're gonna play some, I almost said Far Cry. I've been recording Far Cry videos so far today. Truth be told, I recorded like 5 videos. 3 are gonna go up. Because 2 of the videos were basically just me trying to do something and then dying. But what I have decided I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna make like a compilation video maybe a couple weeks from now. And it's probably just gonna be 5 minutes of me dying on Far Cry. That might be entertaining to watch, but you know, we'll see what happens. I don't really play shooting games a lot, as is evidenced by the Far Cry video. So we put up a video the other day of Medieval Dynasty, basically just looking at my current play file, which is really nothing special, but you know, it is what it is. And we're gonna start a new game and just play through it on the channel. For now, we're probably just going to do like 1 episode a week, maybe 2 at most, depending on, you know, how these first couple videos do. We'll see. Mainly, of course, just trying to save time for Kingdom Come Deliverance. So we're going to start a new game, and we're gonna get into it. I think for Medieval Dynasty, I'm, for now at least, going to keep the camera off. Just because I want to be able to see the whole screen and the whole... you know, very beautiful picture of, you know, what's going on in the game. So let's get started. We're going to do some customizing. Like I talked about in the last video, the seasons being really short is just really unfortunate. So I think, I mean, I don't know about 28 days, but I think maybe 12. I don't know. That might be, we'll see what happens, I guess. But we're going to go for 12 days, and everything else we're going to leave the same. You know, I want it to be stock other than this insane parameter here. So we're going to go with that and start.
I used to have a simple life. Whatever needed doing round the farm, I'd do it. Being the eldest son, it's tough. But at least we had a living, and our plates were never empty. Then, the war came. I lost everything overnight. The last thing I remember is Father pushing me away, yelling for me to run, to live. At first, I didn't know what to do. Then, I remembered. A story my mother once told me. A story about my uncle, Jordan. He made a modest fortune up north, in a peaceful valley far away from the war. For weeks, I held on to that thought, until the valley from my mother's stories. I could see it. This is where I can start a new life.
So kind of basically, Kingdom Come Deliverance, sort of. This is like the storyline of Kingdom Come Deliverance if Adam the Wimp would have been Henry and would have been like, nah, it's okay, they're all dead now, so I'm just gonna run somewhere else and start my own new life. That's pretty much the gist of what's going on here. The desktop audio seems pretty loud, so I'm probably, as soon as we load in, I'm probably going to adjust that real quick, and then we'll get going. All right, here we are. So, right fast. Let's do this. Sound. I don't want it too quiet. 60's good. Okay, so we have loaded into... Oh, gosh. Okay. We have loaded into the game. And... new quest. Starting a new life. So, we are sort of... here. Not quite center of the map, but... I mean, kinda basically the center point of the easy area, I guess you could say. So basically now we're just going to Gustovia. and we are meeting, I forget the guy, Uniagost, I think his name is, meeting some guy, and he's gonna set us on our way. But it's just such a beautiful, valley, such a wide open space, I really like it. I really don't remember which road is the right road. So this might actually maybe be something that you Kingdom Come Deliverance fans really enjoy. If you've played through Kingdom Come Deliverance a ton, you can kind of drop yourself into this world and exist in a similar world, I guess. Except now you just get to build your own little dynasty, So let's go talk to Uniagost. Look, a little child. Hello, Olga. I'll be on my way then. Alright, cool. Oh, I thought he was in here. Shoot. Where's he at? Hello! Hey, stranger, what brings you to our valley? You don't look like a merchant or pilgrim. No, I am not. Rasamir is my name, and I came from the south, looking for my uncle Jordan. In his old home, they called him Jordan the Raftsman. Ah, so he knows about Jordan and his life on the river, but we're too late. What happened to my uncle? See, he was a great man, better friend, good craftsman, excellent trader, made a small fortune. He built and ran a tavern, as well as many other shops. Blah, blah, blah. That doesn't answer my question, really. Oh, he's dead. He had this idea of a huge trade with the German kingdom in the west. So if we're talking about a German kingdom in the west from here, I wonder exactly where that places us geographically. Oh, so he had a bunch of stuff. And then I guess somebody robbed him. He got ambushed by bandits. Killed a couple of them. That's unfortunate. His wealth is gone. We came here for nothing. Okay, well this guy's going to help take care of us, I guess. He says. He's the Castellan, whatever that means. So tell me, can you build your own fortune? I can craft simple tools. I can collect my necessities from the wilderness. I know how to count and to barter. Well, hey. So he says that's good enough. He doesn't have any gold to give us, but we can have all the land we want. Not sold, but granted to us. My own land, as much as I want, of course. As long as you can pay your taxes, of course. Any advice? Cut down trees, gather reeds. I don't have any food. If you don't have any money for food, you can always look for mushrooms in the forest or hunt animals. Maybe I can earn some coins somehow? Yeah, someone will pay us for our help. Thank you so much for the advice. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so we got a hammer. See you next time. Okay, so this kind of explains to us what we're going to figure out. Inspector mode is left alt. Q accesses the construction wheel. Tab brings up, all of this stuff. So, let's go ahead and equip. Annoyingly, equip is F instead of E, which is kind of nonsensical, but it is what it is. Okay, so we got a little bit of food and we got a little bit of coins. So the first thing I'm gonna do, sorry for the shakiness. The first thing I'm gonna do is just kind of run ever so slightly not by the village. And when I say ever so slightly not by the village, I mean like I might just... Oh, there's a village right there. Oh, shoot. I don't want to build too close to a village, but I don't want to build too far away. You know what I'm saying? I think in my last file I built like right here, which worked pretty good. That kind of made us central to everything. Kind of like the idea of building something on this island, but then I'd have to swim to it until I can make a boat. So what if I go the other way? What if I just like plop myself right over here? Because there's wolves over here, I think. I remember that. I think I remember that. Or maybe it's up here. I don't know. For now, let's just build a hut somewhere. Okay, so now let's get some more logs. We can collect some more mushrooms later. For now, that should be enough to get us by. And of course, we do have to watch in the bottom left corner. Come on now. In the bottom left corner, you know, we do have to watch our thirst and our hunger, which is one of the reasons why... Okay, so now we're over encumbered, which is going to make us walk slower, but we can walk, just like in KCD, King of Deliverance. We have not cut down enough trees just yet. Alright, that's annoying. What we can do, though, is... I don't want to be right next to the road. Oh, shoot. Here we go. But looks like that's what's going to happen. At one point, I think in one save file, like when I first started playing, I think I ended up deleting the file or something. I built right here, which seemed nice, you know, right on the water. There's a bridge right here, but that was not a good spot. What ended up happening was, gosh, I just keep losing my train of thought. What ended up happening is it was like really swampy and not very level, so it kind of really sucked to build on, if we're being honest. And I mean, we are in a valley, so, you know, it's not going to be a whole lot of like really level area, but I mean, you want it to at least be kind of level. Now the good thing is that, unless that's been changed in some of the updates that have happened since I last played, we don't really have to worry about if there's like, you know, if we're too close to the road, there's like bandits or something like that. You know what I mean? It's gonna be there's no bandits or anything, as far as I'm aware. We do need, well, I mean, if you're gonna stand in front of me, I guess. Okay, we do need to hunt at some point to get some food, but for now the mushrooms will get us by. Okay, so it's letting us know we're getting pretty close to being dehydrated. That's the blue line, which actually I say pretty close. We're halfway to being dehydrated. I don't know why it's bothering us with that right now. I don't want to get too close to the little village over there, Barrow. But I want to find a nice little secluded spot where we can build. I really would like... Oh gosh. I really would like somewhere flat, but that's kind of... That can be kind of hard to find. For now, I think we're just going to stick our house wherever. But it does look like there's a clearing up here, so I kind of want to check that out. So we do have to get straw, which is what we get from the reeds, to be able to build our first house. Now, the cool thing is, so if we, you know, a simple small house, of course. So we'll place that there, and then that's just the frame. And you see, it's telling us the terrain is too uneven to place, so, I mean, we kind of have to find somewhere kind of flat. It's clearing up because there's a road. I'm not loving this area, I'll be honest. We'll find somewhere. But you don't have, you can start building and then come back later, you know, and add more as you get more resources. So what we'll do is we'll empty our inventory basically by building what we can, and then come back to it and, you know, as we get more, finish up the rest. So there's some mushrooms here, which we're going to skip for now because I'm just trying to hurry up and get a house built just to show off, you know, what that looks like. I think we're actually getting pretty close to the road. Yeah, we are. But that might not be a bad spot because we're close to the road, but not, is this a collectible? No, but not like a road that's right near a village, so that's cool. Might actually build over here where this kind of rock face goes up. That would be kind of cool to build up on a hill. So when you see bushes like this during summer, they are like the real thick bushes like that. During summer, they have unripened berries, which you will get food poisoning from, but they're good for dyeing fabric when you get to the point that you're making, you know, making clothing and stuff. But if you leave them, like especially early on in the game, there's really no point in picking the unripe berries, as far as I'm concerned. But if you leave them and then come back in the fall, that is when you can get berries, actual berries, which are good. Berries are great because you get hydration and nourishment from it. Okay, so there's a road right there. I kind of like this little area right here. We might build right here. It's not super close to any water. But you know what? I kind of like this. So, for now, let's just plop a house down. Houses, simple small house. Which side's the front? I think the front is facing me, so let's rotate this thing. Boom, that's good. So now you just kind of go to it and, oh gosh, somebody's phone just went off. So we're building wattle wall with sticks, but it also does take logs, which is like the little posts, of course. So you see it's using up our resources. We're actually already out of logs, but what we can do is we can go around and put up what we can, right? And that's going to empty out our inventory so that we have space to go get more stuff. Okay, so we're completely out of... Oh, no, we're not. Okay. Oh, and our stamina is low. So at some point we're going to have to go and get some reeds, but we're not super far. What I'm thinking is we can build a house here right now, and then as we want to start a village, we can maybe push up this way. That looks like pretty flat terrain, so that might be a nice area. This is going to take 2 logs, because apparently we're using a log to build a door. For whatever reason. Alright, cool. So now we can go and chop down some more trees. So it is a good idea actually just to kind of start chopping down trees where you are, because basically what you're doing is you're just clearing the land for when you build more stuff. You know, so you can just kind of start working in a circle around wherever you decide your house is going to be. I do prefer to build near the water, but this might be fun. If this is going to be a long-term thing and we actually end up building like a huge village, we can push up into that area a little north, you know, and have a pretty sizable area in which to build like our actual dynasty. Because at some point it gets to where, you know, as you have like a bunch of villagers and that kind of thing, you're not the one that's going and collect. Oh, see, here's some berries right there. So it's unripe berries in the spring, and then in stone, thank you. And then in the summer is when you get the ripe berries. I was mistaken. I apologize. So let's get a bunch of logs. We might not be able to get the reed right now in this episode, but you know, you'll get the idea. We'll try to. Maybe I'll do everything except the reed and then cut to where the reed is. Boom. Alright, we are very encumbered. Hopefully, though, I'm right in saying that this is something you Kingdom Come Deliverance fans might enjoy. If you like more of like the crafting and survival aspect rather than just the sword play and, you know, knight kind of aspect, you know, I think you'll really enjoy this game. Especially since you guys have all played through so much of Kingdom Come Deliverance already. Oh gosh. You know, oh, we're hungry and we're very thirsty. Boom, okay. So the hunger we can take care of. Let's go ahead and eat. So you can see here how much it weighs, how much it's worth, condition, blah, blah, blah. But it tells you down here a little bit more about it. +1 food. So this is helping our food, which we can see over here, the orangish kind of color. But it is not helping our hydration, which is bad. So we really need to get some water at some point. I mean, that'll give us some water, but I don't want to waste it. So let's go ahead and get some more reeds now. I'm going to start running towards some water so I can drink and not die. We'll get some reed while we're there, and then I will cut to where the reeds are and then cut back. Actually, you know what? It didn't take us hardly any time at all. We're already here. But what we do need to find is some reed, which is always along the water. Where along the water, though, is the question. It's usually pretty much everywhere. Seems like the water's low. I don't know if that's a thing in this game, but it looks like the water's low. Sticks, 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 sticks. Oh, and I just realized I mentioned earlier how important it is to get the broadleaf plantain. The reason why is because it heals you. I don't know if I said that. Broadleaf plantain. Ah, here's the reed. Broadleaf plantain, it heals you. It's kind of like early game health potion, you know, just like a healing herb. So because the reed weighs so little, like the game's telling us, oh, get 20, and we have enough now. But I mean, just get a bunch. So I'm actually gonna collect all this, and then we'll cut back to where the house is, and we'll finish it real fast. So, cut. And we are back at the house. It has become nighttime, officially, as you can see. So what's interesting to note... what's interesting to note is that... So, it's nighttime. Remember, we adjusted settings such that... Oh, sticks, okay. We adjusted settings such that the seasons last 12 days, and this is why I did that. So if the seasons would have lasted 3 days, we would already be 1/12 of the way through a whole year, which is just... I get who decided that was the right thing to do. That's just insane. So let's cut down, I think, like 2 more trees, and then we can rest in our brand new house. While I'm chopping down a tree and huffing and puffing, a friend of mine called me on Facebook, jokingly, of course. You know, I mean, we're friends. He's texting me right now. He called me a silly goose, which was funny. You know, we were being silly. We were, you know, posting funny things on Facebook to each other, and he called me a silly goose. And he got put in Facebook jail for it, for harassment, which is hilarious. And now he's kind of ticked. Alright, so the house is almost done. We need 1 more log. Once the house is done, like, you can really play through... Oh, shoot, what the heck? You can play through a lot of the game, you know, in terms of, like, going do side missions. Hello? Going do side missions and you know, that kind of thing, without worrying too much about building your dynasty just yet. You know, you can just kind of like just chill. You know, it's up to you. The only thing you have to keep in mind is that there's a way to make fire, and I can't remember. Let's see if we can figure it out. Building, blah, 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 fences. What? Oh yeah, so I don't know if y'all saw that as I'm kind of flipping through here. There's a way to make a fire, I just can't remember. You can have like a market set up. You can have your own tavern. Like, it's pretty wild. Oh shoot, what did I do? It's pretty wild, the kind of stuff you can make, actually. I really don't remember how to make dadgum fire. Why is that in furniture and decorations? That's so stupid. Where's the house? Oh. Okay, so we have a simple campfire. Let's go inside our house and let's light this fire as well. And now we're gonna go ahead and sleep. So, it's now morning. Oh, it's rainy, but that doesn't matter. Hope you enjoyed Medieval Dynasty. That's just a really, really simple first look. So what we're gonna do now is in this episode, but in the next Medieval Dynasty episode, so that's kind of the gist of, we're gonna build, we're gonna gather resources, we're gonna explore, all that kind of stuff. It's super fun. But what we're gonna do in the next episode is show a little bit of the storyline stuff. So we're not gonna do the main storyline, primarily because I know that involves us having to end up fighting some wolves, which sucks if you're not prepared. But we're gonna go help some dork of a guy named Alwyn, just to get an idea of what it's like to do some of the quest stuff, as well as to earn us a little bit of extra money. So stay tuned for that episode, and let me know what you think about Medieval Dynasty.